Hello there, Cancer. My name's Frankie, and I'm a clairvoyant, clairaudient medium, and an empath. This reading's for Cancer for May of 2020. We're 5 months into the year. Wow. For all of those that are new out there, I pull 4 cards for the month. We use the bottom card on the deck for an overall view of the month. We'll pull an angel card at the end of the reading to hopefully bring everything together for us. Now, I am an empath, so I have a speech pattern. I speak as if I'm you. During the reading, it'll make all of us Cancers named Frankie, I suppose, for the time of the reading. Now, look at your moon sign and rising sign. You get a more comprehensive view of the month, and I do not think the cards will go week by week. I think they'll blend in and out throughout the month like an overall theme. And I have a short message for us before we start, and the message is boundaries. We have finally learned boundaries. When we come out on the other side and we begin the process of relating to people, from here on out, we will relate to them on our terms. And it's quite an interesting thing because of the way, like, it comes out stern, like, on our terms. We've created some kind of distance, and the boundaries are spiritual, they're mental, they're emotional, they're physical, and they have become extremely important to us. So this month, and I can kind of see that in these cards what that message is. But this month is where we're standing, and we don't usually do that. We always, 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 it's others first. What do they want? That type of energy, and what can I do for you? I like home life. I like this. I like that. And I will caretake you. But now it's going to be a little bit different, relating to them from where we are, where we stand. And it's a real clear cut. We have good words there. Celebration, transformation, sisterhood, brotherhood, kindness, and harmony. It's a kind of an interesting mix of words, and we got an interesting reading for ourselves this month. First card here is the Nine of Rods or Wands. I don't know. They change the name all the time, Cancer, but this is a card that represents like defending our own legitimate territory, and it's a job that we've done very well. Maybe that relates to this original message they were giving us, but because we've done it through our own effort, our own determination, our own will, like that strong willpower. So the card itself means we have success at hand. And for a lot of us, rods usually means business finance, but this is a general reading. But actually, I think this might, for the most of us, relate to the business finance thing, because this is a card of courage under fire. So that's a card of our boundary there, and that's us really transforming, like our word down here, and celebrating it also. So this means represents completion, right? Because it always represents completion, but this one is a job well done. And actually, we have 2 9s in here, which is interesting. I think yesterday it was Gemini, maybe, or Taurus that had 2 9s. That's a card of a humanitarian. So, but this means that we've done the job, we've done it well. That we had the discipline, we planned well, we planned wisely, and we Cancers are pretty good for that. Our relationships now will develop very positively, and we'd be moving forward with a sense of purpose and a sense of direction. It's like, just like that original message, that determination that I will relate to you on my terms. It's kind of very interesting. It was a strong thing. So if there's any opposition to us, or our skills or our strength or anything like that, any kind of opposition, our skill and our strength is what is going to prevail, you know, and the courage that we have over any and all opponents, I think is how the card actually reads. Our opponents, you know, people that come up against us. And I think that's what the energetics of that original message are, you know. And I'd be celebrating if I was in your shoes right now, and I am. So I'd be really celebrating it, because the next card we have here is the Hermit card. And the Hermit is internal guidance, shines the light on the way, the path forward for all of us. So sometimes we know we need to seek the internal, you know, and go quiet to bring ourselves back into, like our word down here, harmony, balance with ourselves. We know we have to do it, but we aren't listening, you know. This month, I believe we're going to listen. And a lot of times this will take a physical form. Now, think about it like this. If the hermit was taking a physical form, we might feel like isolating ourselves, which right now we have, when I'm doing this, we're still in the coronavirus, and that's pretty scary situation for most of us, you know. And especially if we're older or if we have some kind of compromised immune system, it's going to be a lot easier for us to do this energetics of the hermit mode, you know. But this is what's being called for. They're saying to say, go within, and they're showing the like isolation. Turn off my phone maybe for a day. Turn it off, close the blind, shut the door, that, you know, just sitting with myself so that I can get the insight and the inspiration that I require. And I think it's going to be around those boundary thing, what it is that I truly need or want to do for myself, you know, and actually how I'm going to present myself, how I will, you know, come from what's inside of me versus um, like what others might expect of me, which is rare for us. We're very giving, caring. We like our little, you know, cloistered, our little home to ourself and things. But now a lot of us are forced into that because we're out of work, things like that, you know, so we're kind of stuck in a situation, at least over here now in the States we are, and I think almost everywhere in the world there's a lot of this going on. But we have these two strong cards, you know, because or two strong cards in a row, both nines, you know, both like that humanitarian effort, that ability to go within, be guided, to use our courage and strength to stand up for ourselves. Because now we have the Ace of Swords, and we're water energy. And the Ace of Swords is like triumph over difficulties, you know, by using our brain, using our mind in order to get, like, by mental means. It means there's coming towards us right now like a major breakthrough. So it's like a brand new lifestyle coming into being where we've achieved the opportunity, even the opportunity of it, through the dint of our will. Just like standing up for ourselves in this Nine of Rods here, through the dint of our will. So, how do I want to say it? We achieve the opportunity by using our mental capacity, you know, our brain, our marbles up here. Marbles, the word wouldn't come out of my mouth. Marbles at like the optimum capacity. So prosperity comes from this card, new development, spiritual growth, because it's air energy, spiritual growth. We get all these, and that follows in the new direction of our lives. I think there's going to be quite a bit of changes on the other side this month. Once we come out and through and on the other side, there's going to be a lot a lot of changes. So there can be birth with this card. There can be birth of a child, an idea, an enterprise, you know. A lot of us, some of us, jobs have been taken from us and they may not come back, and others of us are going to go to a new, different type of work perhaps afterwards. So with this card, we're in a like position of power with the possibility of manifesting our our own lives, our own philosophy in a different way. So how we are going to, come from that within space and make whatever it is that we want out of our lives, bring it to fruition. And this ace here is called, it's like the devil, it can be the double, I can't talk today, double-edged sword. It's the ace of truth. So if we find out a truth or something that maybe makes us change our mind about different relationships or how we act or respond, to others, with those boundaries being set, mental, spiritual, physical, from our original message, this is a celebration card, just like our word down there. We achieved it through our internal, using our brains, our minds to the best possible advantage. And the sword can cut both ways. If it's something I want in my life and you can relate to me from where I'm at and who I am, fine. If you can't, a lot of us will say, bye-bye, I'm going a different way. And Spirit's saying, say it in those words because of our next card here. Now we have the Six of Swords. So we got two cards in a row with that mental type of energy. So it means we're moving away from past troubles, putting the past behind us. You know, uh, it's like the beginning of a new phase in our life after a period of upheaval, and we can actually recognize that with all the virus stuff going on because it's upheavaled a lot of people's lives. So we've stabilized the situation and we're starting to feel like this peace in our heart. Our words down here: kindness, harmony, brotherhood, sisterhood. It's like a peaceful, wonderful situation, and it's the calm that comes after the storm, I believe is what the card actually means. So it's a period of smooth sailing now, with hardly any really big major problems. So we have some really good cards this month. So it's a time of integration or reintegration. You could put it like that. Harmony, like our word down here, harmony, lack of tension, new friends. That's why they probably, new friends actually too. That's probably why they say that Ace of Swords, it's the sword of truth, and it can cut both ways. If something's right for me, or if you think of the Queen of Swords with her having the sword out in front of her, that sword can be inviting people or philosophies or things into our life. I don't know if this is going to be relationship energy for some of us. Others of us, it may have to do with work relationship, because this card is a card after, like after intense suffering, then we're back in the saddle again, so to speak. We're doing good, we're back in the saddle. It can mean a move, a journey over water. We might not even know where we're going, but the effects of the move are uncertain. But when we have this card, luck is on our side, and any changes that we decide to make during this time will actually go very smoothly. So I kind of feel like with that original message, um, if we're thinking about the boundaries and meeting people, relating to them from, who we are truly in our heart, we're going into these calm waters. So it's going to be acceptable. People are going to like truly accept the state where we are. And if they don't, that Ace of Swords comes in. And it's like more this of ease of moving away from and to something better, even if we don't know what the better is. Because there's that feeling of transformation, like our word, and under it, maybe for some of us, it may be friendships, relationships, maybe partnerships that we're moving away from, but we're moving away from them for better purposes and things that are more suitable, if that makes any sense, um, more suitable to us. Because our next card here, so we got 2 rods cards and 2 swords card and the hermit in between. So I'd want to sit with myself and meditate, like go within, because this King of Rods is a powerful energetics, very powerful. It's going to be fire energy, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries type energy. It'll be male or female, because these are general readings, but this is someone who is influential, very independent, once is very helpful, wants to help. It could be our boss, it could be a mentor to us, an advisor, a business partner, and with that in mind, some of us might be being called up to step into this fire energy, to stand firm, because this is, you can rely on this because it's honest, it's intelligent, fair-minded, always would get good advice from them. If it's not an actual person and it's a situation around us where there is not any hints at all of deception, and that also is a card of really good fortune on the way, and very unexpected help and advice, good news, uh, good news, inheritance, a promotion, all that kind of energy comes, from the card, and it's like really, I don't know how to say this, like unexpected, like out of the clear blue sky. I'm trying to think how to get it out of my mouth. Unexpected good news, unexpected promotion, unexpected things that come to us through this energetic. Some of us, this King of Rod could be like a partnership that we maybe severed a partnership for some of us, and we're going forward to a new one. Business, personal, friendships, business, personal, like that kind of energy. I don't know where it'll fall in our lives, fall to in our lives, because we're all individuals, but it could be new relationship also that would go really well, because the rod energy itself is loyal, trustworthy, honest, stand beside me. Very strong, powerful energy, not that fighting energy, but very that grounded. Maybe some of us need that grounded energy in these times, and maybe even just because we're out of work or worrying or floundering. And for others of us, I think, with the way this is going, Spirit's saying that we have kind of defended ourselves. Now we're going within to seek guidance, help on how to move forward. And this King of Rods energy is grounded. When it speaks, it's honorable. It's a truth-telling thing. It just stands in its own 2 feet, like our original message. You meet, I will relate to you from my terms, on my terms, not on yours, on mine. So that energetics comes up in there. And with that Ace of Swords, the way they were explaining it to us, some of us, this could be a totally new relationship that we've like maybe severed one if we found out a truth and went into an actual new one that's even better for us. Let's see. Oh gosh, can't make up the angel cards. Along with that original message, our card is assertiveness. I can't believe this. I don't think I can get the glare. Nope, off of there for you, but it's assertiveness. It says, this situation can be healed gently with love as you've requested, yet there's also a need for your strength and for your truthfulness with the other people involved. We will stand right behind you as you speak your truth, giving you strength and guiding your words. Oh my gosh, Cancer, Cancer. We get these two cards of standing up, like boom, I'm going to stand in my power and I'm going to relate to you on my terms, and then we get assertiveness from the angels. It says you drew this card because you were asking about a situation where you felt victimized. The angels are saying that the situation can only be rectified if you clearly communicate your needs and expectations to others. It says it's possible to be both angelic and assertive if you call upon the angels for courage, guidance whenever you intend to speak your truth. With patience, loving assertiveness becomes easier. We're not really that assertive. We like things to be nice, like everybody play nice, and we don't even send the children to the corner for the most part of it. But boy, this month there's this energetics. I don't know, when I started tapping in, it was very grounded and standing on its own 2 feet like that. It says, read a book. It says face the situation directly, read a book, take a class on assertiveness training, replace aggressive or passive aggressive behavior with assertive behavior, handle conflict with honesty and with love. Tell the truth to yourself and to others. This situation is an opportunity for personal and spiritual growth. That fits directly with our Ace of Swords, standing up, defending our legitimate territory and moving away from these troubled waters into nice calm seas and better times that we can celebrate, like our word down here. And we come out on the other side transformed. No one can ever take that genuine kindness that we are inside away from us, but this month we're going to stand in it, and I believe all of us will. Well, Cancer, that's our reading for this month. I'm going to tell you, I thank you all for all of your likes, shares, subscribes, and your comments. I read each and every one of them, and I really appreciate them. If anyone wants to know more about me, just go Neb about me, or if you would like to set an appointment with me, all the information down below the screen in the About section, and that it takes you over to the website. Over at the website, there's 2 short videos. One explains a prayer class I put out there for you guys, and the other, the sutra classes I put out for you. Prayer class is comprehensive. It's 2.5 hours long and explains how you format prayers, why you do them the way that you do. Sutras are simple thought forms. Put in a 5-minute a day meditation. The ones that are there are strictly to enhance the clair perceptions. And so to all of you, but the videos are over there that explain it. And to all of you I've met through 4 whole years of doing YouTubes, and everyone I've met through 32 years of doing this work, I want to tell you all it's been an honor, privilege, and a pleasure to serve you, and I'll hopefully see you back here next month. Bye-bye.